Happy Saturday morning, y'all. I know it's been quite a few days since I gave a video. And as I said in the previous video, I will be taking some time off from social media. Buddy is top priority right now. But I discussed it with Buddy, and he agreed that I needed to make a short video giving a verbal update. There's something to be said from face to face than just typing in a community post. And you guys mean the world to us. And for that, we felt like, not that we owed, but it would be more respectful for us to share a verbal update. As you can see, I am home. I'm fixing to leave to go back to the hospital. I came to do some laundry and repack suitcase and pillows and all of that, because we're gonna be there for a while. But this is what is going on, and so I'm gonna actually go a little bit back in time, moving to this morning, to really confirm the community post if they seemed not understood, because I'm sure that you guys have a lot of questions. Now, today is Saturday. I've lost track of my days. So this started Tuesday. Yes, we went to the cardiologist. And we got in, saw the doctor immediately. He immediately had us go downstairs, and that's where they did the EKG, which it showed 64. Some of you had questions on that. What it means is a heartbeat is from 60 to 100. So even though he was in the range, he was at the lower end of the range at 64. Now it's at 59 is where it's running, 58, 59. So that's why you saw that number in the first community post. He went for an echo. Muscles look great. Valves look great. So, hey, that's a good sign. His heart is strong. Well, the muscle part. So they scheduled us for an immediate nuclear stress test. He didn't want him walking on the treadmill. There was a problem with the insurance. It was how it was coded. We spoke to the insurance company there at the hospital, and they said, no, we didn't receive anything, nor would we deny. So they had to fix the coding. So come Wednesday, it was Wednesday, yes. We went first thing, I believe it was 7:15 that morning, to do the stress test. Well, they gave him the dye and they ran him through like a CAT scan before the stress test. They started the stress test, and on the 6-minute mark, before the dye was going through, they had to, I don't know what it's called, but they had to slow it down and bring it down. He failed it drastically. So they had to get the heart back in sync. This was on Wednesday. Thursday, we were scheduled for a heart cath, because he was admitted Wednesday. Yeah, he was admitted right after that. He was not going home. Come Thursday, they couldn't, and we don't understand what happened. Really don't know what happened. But they didn't do the stress test. Guys, forgive me. I've not had much sleep, so I'm really trying to concentrate on being very correct with giving out, information. So he was admitted to what they call a step-down room, step-down cardiac room, which you have CCU, ICU, and a step-down. So it's between a regular room and ICU is where he's at. Yesterday morning, they scheduled again for the heart cath. They took him down at exactly 7:15. The last heart cath he had done, which was 7 years ago, he was in there for 3 hours. It's only supposed to take an hour. That's because when Dr. Reeves went in, his aorta valve, which is, some of you know as the Widowmaker, was 98% blocked. They put 2 stents in. He had some other blockage, but I think they were at the 50% mark, so no need for stents. Medication should take care of that. There's something about home coffee than a hospital coffee. So they rolled him down at 7:15. At 7:45, the door opens, and the two young ladies that wheeled him down was wheeling him back. And I said, that's before I could look at him, and the bed was coming in. And I said, well, honey, we didn't get the news we wanted. He said no. So I knew then. So they got him all situated and all, and about 20 minutes later, Dr. Reeves come in, at which Buddy had already told me what had happened. They'd given him something, but he was still very alert. Reeves went in through the wrist. He prepped his groin, but he didn't have to open it like last time. He went in, and he went in to observe. And he went in, and he came right back out. And from what Buddy said, and I'm going to repeat what Buddy said before we move to what Dr. Reeves said. Dr. Reeves looked at him. He said, my friend, we have to open you. There is 2 arteries that is 95% blocked. His aorta, which is his widowmaker, the stents, instead of replacing, it will also be bypassed. So he's going to have a triple bypass. Not the news we wanted. So Dr. Reeves come in, and he explained it more in medical terminology, but that's the gist of what we're looking at. He was disappointed. He really, as he said, and I'm going to quote, he said, I really thought I was fixing to go in, and we were going to get you home. But he also reminded us, which we already remembered, when they did his first stents 7 years ago, Dr. Reeves come out and told Buddy's mom and I, within 8 to 10 years, he will have a bypass. At that time, Buddy was 51, he was 43, 44. Buddy and I have an 8-year gap. I'm 8 years older than Buddy. Buddy's 51. So we remembered, and we were told that, but, you know, as time goes and you're doing fine, you kind of put it into the back, you know, you file it away. So they had to get a game plan, and he was going to gather a surgical team. There was one particular surgeon that he wanted to talk to, that he wanted to perform the surgery. And I can't remember the man's name. It's not a normal name. So he was gonna get with him. He said the surgery would be Monday or Tuesday. The surgeon came in yesterday afternoon, and he said that it would definitely not be Monday. He wanted to get with Dr. Reeves and the other group. He would actually like to hold Buddy off 10 days. And I said, so we go home? He said, no. As Dr. Reeves put it, if I send you home, even over the weekend, that was thinking we were going to have it Monday or Tuesday. And I'm going to be brutally honest, so forgive me, but this is what our physician said, and he's a friend of ours as well, or we feel like that we have a friendship. He said, I cannot send you home to die. So, Buddy's stable, but it's a serious situation that came about. So the surgeon wanted to hold off to strengthen his veins, oxygenate the veins. They wanted to do a protocol with these meds and fluids and so forth to strengthen his body, to strengthen his veins to withstand a major surgery. So he said, I'm going to have to correspond with Dr. Reeves and the other group, or the surgical team. It's actually a team. So that's where we stood. Fast forward till, see, this was yesterday, Friday, yeah. About 4 o'clock, 4:30, somewhere around there, we got confirmation that it will be Tuesday. He will be afternoon, because they're going to do the, I wouldn't say non-major, because all surgery can be major, but they're going to do all the surgery ahead of him. He will be, I guess, the last one afternoon, because it's going to be many hours for this surgery. And they are going to do it Tuesday, and they really are pumping this protocol, this cocktail, if you will, between now and then. So that would put him at 6 days. So they obviously were comfortable with the 6-day mark. They are going to try and take the vein from one or the other. I don't know which arm, but they're going to try to use the arm veins. The leg veins, and a lot of you probably know about open heart surgery, with the leg veins, you know, that's a recovery just within itself. But also when your heart is stressed, it also causes that main vein, you know, that's why they used to go through the groin, to also become extremely stressed and weakened. But with modern technology, they are using the veins in the arms. One or the other or both, and I cannot tell you both or one. I don't know. They said arms, and I'm thinking they meant either or. So that's where we stand. Today, the hospitalist in the cardiology group, I'm thinking nurse practitioner, came by this morning. Vital signs look good. Buddy's doing good. He can get into a recliner chair now. Or in his bed. He is basically just sitting there until the surgery Tuesday. Now, on a positive note, and this is where we're feeding our strength from, okay? Not the doom and gloom. We're feeding it from a positive note. All goes well. Tuesday ICU following surgery. I'm thinking 24 hours later, the way they indicated. So that'd be leaning into Wednesday evening. He can go from ICU to step down, which is where he's at now, on Wednesday night. 24 hours from that, he can go to a regular room. That would put us at Thursday, but they'll have him up walking little steps on Wednesday. Thursday, regular room. He'll be there Thursday, Friday. And as the gentleman said this morning, and he repeated what Dr. Reeves said, the surgeon, as well as the MP, this time next week, meaning Saturday morning, a week from today, Buddy could be home in his recliner chair recovering. And that is where we're going to fuel our energy. Now that I have brought y'all through the week, and I'm going to speak for Buddy and I, y'all have inundated the comments, the emails, private messages with such sincere, heartfelt for us, prayer and words, even words of wisdom. And Buddy and I cannot thank you enough. I do read every one of them. I tried to take the time this morning to give a heart, but to answer, I can't answer you guys. I go to answer, and I don't know why, but it's very emotional for me to type the words. So we ask that you continue prayers. Lots of prayers. And please know that if I was able to answer, I would, as I've done this whole YouTube journey. You take the time to respect us and to comment, and the kindness that you guys tell us and share with us. I always respond. Maybe too long, but I respond. Guys, I can't respond right now. I'm just not there. So, ending this video, I said I didn't want to make it too long. Any updates moving forward, Miss Wanda's going to post the updates. Miss Allison is administrator on Deep South and Pecan Grove. You'll have to go to Deep South Homestead or Pecan Grove. She may do it on both. She will now be giving the updates as I give them to her. And if y'all have any questions, her or Allison, if they're able, they can answer. I won't be doing community updates. The next time y'all have one from me, it will be in video. But I'm not able to. I even attempted for 3 days just to scroll to find something to watch. You know, fellowship. You know, there's such great friends out there. And I couldn't. I can't focus. I'm just being honest. My energy is right there for Buddy. Where I need to be. Where I want to be. And I'm staying positive. No emotion is showed to Buddy. I refuse. So we are just watching TV. TV's horrible. But we're watching movies. Some of them are ridiculous. I think we watched Planet of the Apes yesterday, something about monkeys. It was a whole bunch of movies about monkeys on TNT or TCE. I don't even know the channel. But anyway, we watched monkeys all day long and tried to, you know, rest in between, close our eyes. But my energy is with Buddy. And please forgive me if I've seemed like I've shunned y'all, because God knows I don't want you to feel like I've shunned you. Just know that I cannot comment. It's not working for Lippy. So look for Miss Wanda's post. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment. And, you know, if her and Allison's able, they can answer. The only thing that I ask is keep the prayers coming. Prayers do work. And Buddy needs them. And I thank you for your friendship. So I'm going to end this. I don't want my mascara to run, and I'm going to finish drinking my coffee from home. And I'm going to be with the love of my life and see what we can watch on the boob tube today. I don't even know if that's what you're supposed to call it, but that's what we call it. And I'm going to relish every minute. And I cannot wait to bring him home next Saturday. So as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. I'll see you on the next one.